Guys, we are on day 46 of the manhunt for Joshua Zimmerman. He escaped from DeSoto County Courthouse on June 14th. On June 15th, he was seen in Memphis, Tennessee, and from there he vanished. Now, last night there was a possible sighting of an individual who matched the description of the escaped prisoner in Memphis, Tennessee, which, I mean, we said that it's likely that he's going to stay in that region. So here's the call from last night. Now, they haven't cleared it. It comes in as a potential known person to police with mental health issues. And, I mean, here's the description of the person. So let's play it.
Okay. Described as a male black, light skin, with a full beard, kind of amazing.
Pretty sure you guys can hear that.
Slim, muscular, wearing a gray polo shirt, blue pants, white socks, tan slides. Got tattoos on his arms. His hair braided going to the back. Diagnosed with schizophrenia. And found, please, bring back to his location.
𝗪𝗡𝗗𝗘𝗏, date of birth 1/06/1997. His last seen around 2,200 hours, left this location walking. He's a man black wearing a light complexion. He has a light complexion, a full beard. He's 5'11", slim, muscular build, tattoos on arms, hair in braids going to the back, gray polo shirt, blue pants, tan slides. His diagnosis with schizophrenia is found. Return him to 201st Avenue.
So, the fact that they said return him to an address, it makes it obvious that it might not be him. But, again, the issue is that description, right? A 5'11", light complexion, black male, 190 pounds, right? So, everything is possible. They did not find that guy last night, so until they clear it, and I know that they haven't officially, on their system in Memphis, it hasn't been cleared as not being Zimmerman. But let's start from the top. So he was last seen June 15th. There's activity right now in Connecticut, in Tennessee, in Arkansas, in Mississippi, and in Florida. And they're searching. They don't have anything but leads. Obviously, they are chasing leads left and right. They're dealing with a very confusing situation. The escapee has ride or die people behind him, right? Because he's able to get around and make his rounds for so long undetected. So if you see something in Memphis, Tennessee, obviously be on the lookout. Stay on the lookout in Connecticut. Stay on the lookout in Mississippi. And there really are no other updates other than that. So yes, we updated the wanted poster. We've released one that has more information on it, a list of his crimes with timeline and whatnot, so people can understand that this guy is on a mission. He started this entire spree with the intent to flee, right? He was trying to run from his problems, that being an arrest warrant for the rape of a man. And the DNA came back that it was him. And from what I understand, a law enforcement officer in South Haven called Joshua and said that we're coming to get you on a warrant for raping your cellmate, right? So him and his girlfriend, they flee to Houston. Zimmerman executes her, shoots her in the head at a motel in Houston. From there, he flees with about $150 using Greyhound, gets to Mississippi. He takes that same gun that he had and he commits another crime in a couple of weeks, right? So what he did is he meets his next victim, Ted Bundy style, at a Home Depot where he was looking for work, and the victim offered to hire him, right? So it was for homework, to do stuff like handyman, construction and yard work and just like handyman stuff. Zimmerman he's a different kind of handyman. So he shows up with a gun and he's a handyman. The guy wasn't expecting this. He gets shot, I believe, in the neck. So Zimmerman shoots the guy in the neck with the gun that he used to kill his girlfriend in Houston. So rape in Connecticut, flees with a gun that he had stolen from his sister. So he steals the gun in Connecticut, takes the gun from Connecticut across all these state lines. They go through Georgia, they go through Florida, right? There was a stop, I think it was in Augusta, Georgia. So, and this is back when they were on the run from the rape charge. So with that gun, he steals from his sister. He takes it to Texas to kill his girlfriend, takes that gun to Mississippi to shoot the next victim. He gets arrested within 72 hours. The gun is not found. So this is the second time that the firearm used in an attempted murder, and then the first one was a murder, vanished with, like, in thin air, right? Maybe he tossed it, maybe he did whatever. Now, what gets a little bit interesting is the fact that he was armed immediately leaving the courthouse. So that goes back to the girl that he met at Dollar General in South Haven, in that little area. He met a girl and they kicked it off. It sounds like a new girlfriend of his back in September of 23. She never gets picked up, and she's never even really talked about, or, I mean, there's a little bit of talking about her. Those that know of her, as far as those that know Zimmerman too, they, like his own family, they are aware of that he would bring around a lot of girls, they said. So, I mean, they were trying to play it off like he has so many girls that we can't keep track of them. But when he's on the run for murder, if he's talking about being with a new girl, I'm pretty sure you're going to question that, right? I mean, I would. I mean, I guess, I'm not on the run for murder. So the gun is never found. He escapes on June 14th and he has a gun. It's possible that the accomplice that helped him with the armed robbery in Mississippi held on to the gun and worked her magic with the CO that he was working his magic with, and was able to get him the firearm. If he has that same firearm, I mean, this guy is asking for trouble when it comes to the feds. You guys know that it's wild that it's just a big no-no to bring a gun from one state to another, let alone to bring a gun with the intent to kill, and then you kill somebody, and then you flee with the intent to kill, and then you attempt to kill somebody, and then you get arrested, and then you escape prison, and you really expect us to think that you don't have the intent to kill somebody. So again, guys, you have to remember, we're dealing with an individual. He's facing he's going to get the death penalty. So it's going to be a death row inmate in a matter of 2 years, right? So this individual he's going to be on death row in 2 years, is on the street right now. Think about that. Usually you're in jail, you're being held until trial, because people that are going to be given the capital punishment are monsters. They are vile. They have to be put to death. It's a big deal. To end a life, the government, I mean, they put you to death. The jury decides, and it's a big punishment. That's the biggest punishment, right? That life in prison, there's a chance of some kind of law coming out, whatever. Death penalty, there's nothing. And we're dealing with a death row inmate. And that is why I'm kind of shocked that the publicity hasn't gotten there yet. The guy is the definition of a spree killer. If he was a Boy Scout, they wouldn't be telling people not to make a scene when they see him. They wouldn't be saying, essentially, cooperate and assist the escapee if you see him. That's something that's going around the feds, where the feds are instructing hotels, if you see him, cooperate as you normally would. And they're like, wait, what do you mean, like normally would? That means that don't raise any suspicion. If you know it's him, you better be a damn good actor and you better win an Emmy Award that day, okay? Because if you don't, you're gonna get a bullet. That's what they're saying. They don't want you to startle him, and that turns into a deadly situation, whereas you can harbor him, right, and cater to him. If you're working the front desk, you check him in, normal questioning, ask, you look hungry. He might ask if there's any hot food. Yeah, we can have something delivered. You know what? Comped. Where'd you come? Yeah, it seems like you've been on the road forever. We've got you. We'll comp you the meal. We'll send it down. When he gets to the room, that's when you call the police, right? So that is what they mean. So that's what they mean when they say co-op. They don't mean go on the run with the guy. If I was to get a hotel room, you have to treat me the same as you're going to treat Zimmerman, so that way Zimmerman doesn't tell the difference. I'm also hearing today that Zimmerman might be the kind of, as they profile him, and that's what's getting a little scary, guys, is that they have an FBI profiler on the case because of the fact that the guy he has become his own breed in a way when he's able to evade capture like that. So as the FBI profiles the guy, one of the things that they keep circling back to is that he likely will bring up the escape himself to see if anybody gets a startled reaction, to see who would know about the escape, because a lot of people don't, right? That is the kind of dude we're dealing with. Somebody that's going to come in and say, yeah, did you guys hear about that escape in DeSoto County? How crazy? Yeah, and he can play the part, and he can make you believe it's not him. And if he thinks that you do think it's him, that whole room is going to be held hostage, and you guys are going to be the negotiating stuff that he's going to use, rather than being, at the end of the day, the door is still open for him to cooperate and turn himself in. But if he's put in a position where he is forced or scared, you saw what we didn't see, but we know what he did to his girlfriend. We know what he does. And what's interesting is his mindset is, you write statements on me, I'm coming for your neck, right? And that's a quote from people that know him. You write statements on me, I'm coming for your neck. So when you have that, like, you have gang ties. Now, Zimmerman is not tied to a gang. He may try to claim to be. He's a princess. He's a coward. He's not in a gang. He can't defend himself if he tried, unless he has a gun, which he does. He can't fight a guy, so he's not in a gang. His family members are in gangs. That's a whole different ballpark. But he's not in a gang. He's a coward. He's a wimp. He can use their protection. He cannot protect them, right? Only thing he's done is bring a lot of heat to that kitchen. A lot of heat. But at the end of the day, we have no updates. As soon as I hear something later on, I'll let you guys know if there is anything. Remain on the lookout. Check your ring cameras. You guys know the 9 yards. I mean, just keep doing what we've been doing. If you see something suspicious, call it in. If you are in that area and you see somebody walking that could be Zimmerman, just call it in, just to play it safe. We need to start having sightings. I'm not saying call in fake sightings or random sightings. If you have that gut feeling that the guy could be him, if you see somebody with long sleeve shirts, if you see somebody, it's possible now that originally they believed his beard, that he shaved it. Now it's possible that he has grown a different length beard, because that's the one thing on his body that is able to, like, grow hair. Apparently his head can, but he'll look like Homer Simpson, I'm told. So he's not going to have a full head of hair if you see, unless it's a wig. So, which is possible because of the cross-dressing situation. So again, look for long sleeve t-shirts. The beard covers the neck a little bit, which is not the greatest thing right now. So keep an eye out for the left lazy eye. Hopefully he rolls his sleeve up. I don't know. If you see something suspicious, call the police. Again, Memphis, Tennessee, DeSoto County, Mississippi, Waterbury, Connecticut, Orange County, Marion County, Henderson County, Florida, and West Memphis, Arkansas. See that? That's a lot of places I'm learning. Be on the lookout. If you see something, say something, and I'll be back throughout the day if I hear anything.